Hello, Joseph here with Coffee Lovers Magazine, and I want to introduce you to a new project I'm really excited about. Now, one of the biggest challenges in getting good coffee is not only knowing where to get it and what to get, but what good coffee actually really tastes like. You might think that good coffee and the taste of good coffee is a subjective idea, but it's really not. Among other things, good coffee is well sourced, it's well handled, well cared for, well roasted. Now, I started Coffee Lovers Magazine to help introduce you to the world of coffee, to show you what good coffee is, who makes it, why, and everything that's involved in that. And through the years of publishing Coffee Lovers Magazine, I brought you a lot of insight into brewing better coffee, finding better coffee, and understanding the entire industry. But what I haven't done yet is to simply put good coffee right into your hands, and that's about to change. I'm so excited for this new project. I'm calling it the Coffee Lovers Box. And it's simply 3 of my favorite coffees from 3 of my favorite roasters. Not only have I curated exactly what's going in here, but I've set it up so that the coffee is going to be delivered to you at its freshest, as if you'd ordered directly from the roasters themselves. It's an opportunity for you to try 3 different styles of coffee from 3 different roasters, and to do so with the knowledge that you're getting excellent quality and excellent tasting coffee from some of the best coffee roasters that are in this coffee mecca that is Seattle. See, I know one of the biggest challenges with getting into better coffee is just figuring out what to buy. It's finding the roaster and knowing what to get without taking a bunch of guesses as to whether or not the coffee is going to be good or not. So I've taken care of all of that for you with the Coffee Lovers Box. I'll be going into depth on each of these coffees in separate videos, but for now, I just want to give you a little introduction. In the box, you're going to receive a 4-ounce coffee from each of these roasters, and of course, some basic guidelines as to how to brew them best. I'm selling the Coffee Lovers Box for just $19.95. That includes free shipping to US addresses. Now, I've chosen a wide range of taste experiences for the coffees that are in this box. They span a good segment of the properly roasted spectrum. Nothing in here is super dark and nothing in here is super light. I decided to make it all about the kind of taste experiences you can find in good coffee. Now, each of these coffees can be brewed in any kind of method that you like, and they're also good by themselves and they're good with milk and sugar. I encourage you to enjoy the coffee however you like. So at one end we have Seattle Coffee Works Emerald City Blend. Now you'll notice on the packaging here that there are a couple different descriptions. At the bottom here is the roaster who's featured and their description of the coffee, as well as the name of the coffee. At the top here is my interpretation. Now, if you've watched any of my Coffee Lovers TV episodes, you know that I like to come up with relatable taste experiences for the coffee. Coffee is very complex and it can represent a lot of what we usually call tasting notes. But it can be really hard to communicate the experience of a coffee just by telling you what kind of notes can be found in it. So I usually try to come up with some kind of taste that is what comes to my mind when I drink the coffee. For the Emerald City Blend, I call it dark chocolate s'mores. It has a nice deep rich sweetness with a touch of brightness that you would expect out of a dark chocolate. It's got some smooth marshmallow toastiness and it's rounded out with a nice graham cracker sweetness. This coffee has a lot of classic coffee taste put together in a really great way. Next we have Velton's Coffee and their Brazil Condado. This is a single origin coffee. That means that all this coffee came from one estate. This coffee is quite different from the other two, and it's an amazing example of what Brazil coffees are capable. You'll see I call it peanut butter, because every time I drink it, it reminds me of sweet and smooth, fresh ground peanut butter. The third coffee is Conduit Coffee's Spring Blossom Blend. Now, I wanted to include in the box a way for you to get an idea of what the experience of fruit taste in coffee is like, but without giving you something that was overwhelmingly fruity. One of the wonderful things about the taste of coffee is that you can go all the way from wood and earth to spice and chocolate and nuts to flowers and fruit. It has a massive range of taste and experience. And I wanted to be able to show you some of that good range and give you an idea of what coffee is capable. Conduit Spring Blossom was perfect for bringing you just a bit of that fruit. Now you'll see I call this chocolate covered cherries. This coffee has a lot of really good smooth chocolate to it, and it just kind of wraps around this bright sweet cherry that you'll find in the cup. It's really warm and welcoming, but also refreshing. Now before I finish, I really wanted to give a quick note on freshness. One of the really important things to me about coffee that you'll know from the magazine is that freshness is really important. After coffee's roasted, it starts to degrade. And after a certain amount of time, as little as a month, you start to lose a lot of the taste of the coffee. Now, the best roasters in the world will look to deliver coffee to you so that it arrives just a few days after roast, because that's just at the start of the best window, which is from there for the next No, 14 days or so. Usually people say 2 weeks. I usually like to say up to a month, especially with really good coffee. The taste is still going to be quite excellent. What you start to lose is a lot of vibrancy, and you do start to lose flavors after a month. So freshness is really important. Now, one of the reasons, among many others, that I chose these roasters is that they also work really hard to serve their coffee at its freshest. And with Coffee Lovers Box in this project, I'm seeking to honor that. So your Coffee Lovers Box and all the coffee in it will be delivered to you as fresh as if you ordered directly from the roaster. Now, the Coffee Lovers Box is going to work a little bit differently than you might be used to with other coffee products. Since this is the first time that I'm offering the Coffee Lovers Box, I'm doing it on a limited release. That is, all of the coffees for all the boxes that are sold will all be roasted at the same time, and everything will be packaged and shipped out at the same time. The reason for this is to manage the coordinating of roasting between the 3 roasters and, as I mentioned, to make sure that you get the coffee at its freshest. But also, I don't know exactly how well the Coffee Lovers Box is going to do. So the first time I'm offering it, I just want to see if this is something that you all are going to be really excited about. If readers of the magazine love the Coffee Lovers Box, then there will definitely be more, though I'll probably be changing coffees along the way as the seasons change and as we get new opportunities. Now you notice there's a timer on the page. That timer represents how long you have to order the Coffee Lovers Box. Once that timer hits 0, you cannot order anymore. Orders will be open until Friday, June 2nd, 11:59 p.m., and that's Pacific Standard Time. All orders will be roasted that weekend and then shipped Tuesday, June 6th. So if you like the idea of enjoying my selection of some really amazing coffees from roasters here in Seattle, then grab yourself a Coffee Lovers Box and enjoy.